Welcome back to High Stakes. Elevate your betting game by hitting that subscribe button and ensure you never miss out on our daily content. Want exclusive access to premium betting picks? Join our Patreon. Links are waiting for you in the comment section below. Stay ahead of the game with High Stakes. Boston Celtics vs. Charlotte Hornets. Game preview and predictions. This matchup between the Boston Celtics and Charlotte Hornets showcases two teams with contrasting performances in terms of net rating and defensive efficiency. The Celtics currently boast an impressive plus 11.6 net rating, ranking 4th in the NBA, while Charlotte sits at 15th with a minus 0.2 net rating. Boston's superior defense against the three ball is a key factor here. They rank 4th, limiting opponents to just 31.6% from beyond the arc, whereas Charlotte is allowing 35%, placing them 12th. Prediction 1. Boston Celtics minus 10.5 points. With the Celtics performing at an elite level on both ends and holding a clear defensive advantage, expect them to control the game and win comfortably by double digits. Boston's consistent defensive pressure, combined with their potent offense, should create a substantial gap, making the minus 10.5 spread a strong pick. Prediction 2. Over 231.5 points. Despite their defensive capabilities, both teams have recently struggled to contain scoring, with the Celtics allowing an average of 120.3 points per game and the Hornets 124.0 in their last 3 outings. Offensively, both teams are firing on all cylinders. Boston is second in the league with a 123.1 offensive rating, and Charlotte isn't far behind at 5th with a 118.5 rating. Given the offensive momentum on both sides, this game has all the signs of a high-scoring affair. Final call. Take the Celtics minus 10.5 and the over at 231.5 points. Expect Boston's defense to create enough of a cushion, while both offenses contribute to a fast-paced, high-scoring matchup. Sacramento Kings vs. Toronto Raptors. Game analysis and predictions. In this matchup between the Sacramento Kings and Toronto Raptors, the defensive contrast is striking. The Kings have tightened up defensively, allowing only 97.0 points per game in their last 2 outings, while the Raptors have struggled on defense, surrendering 125.7 points over their previous 3 games. Offensively, the true shooting percentages underscore Sacramento's efficiency. They rank 5th in the league with a 60.3% true shooting percentage, compared to Toronto's 17th rank at 56.5%. Prediction 1. Sacramento Kings to win. Given Sacramento's recent defensive focus and offensive efficiency, they have a strong chance to secure a road victory against a Raptors team that has been inconsistent on defense. The Kings' balanced play on both ends gives them the edge to control the game and pull out a win. Prediction 2. Over 231.5 points. Both teams have been scoring at a high rate lately, with the Kings averaging 117.0 points over their last 3 games and the Raptors putting up an impressive 129.0 in their last 2. Both teams also play at a fast pace, with Sacramento tied for 8th in the league with 17.0 fast break points per game, while Toronto leads the NBA with 20.4 fast break points per game. This up-tempo style from both teams points toward a high-scoring game. Final call. Take the Kings to win and the over on points. With the Kings' recent defensive edge and both teams' offensive output, this matchup should showcase plenty of scoring, making the over a solid pick. Memphis Grizzlies vs. Philadelphia 76ers. Game preview and predictions. The Philadelphia 76ers have been struggling without key players Joel Embiid and Paul George, a void that has impacted both their shooting and defense early in season. Their lackluster performance has been evident, even in a recent game against the rebuilding Detroit Pistons, where their defensive weaknesses were exposed. With their stars still unavailable for Saturday's game, Philadelphia will face a tough challenge from a resurgent Memphis Grizzlies squad. The Grizzlies, led by John Morant, are showing glimpses of their 2022-23 form, with Morant playing at an all-star level. Memphis's high-paced, aggressive play style allows them to capitalize on fast breaks and points in the paint, 2 areas where Philadelphia has struggled to defend. Prediction 1. Memphis Grizzlies to cover. With the Grizzlies ranked 3rd in pace and Philly down at 27th, Memphis should be able to dictate the tempo and score efficiently against Philadelphia's weak defense. Expect the Grizzlies to cover comfortably, using their defensive intensity and transition play to maintain control throughout the game. Prediction 2. Over 226 points. This matchup has all the signs of a high-scoring game. Philadelphia's defensive issues should lead to plenty of scoring opportunities for Memphis, who are likely to eclipse 120 points. The over has hit in all of Philadelphia's games where the total was set at 220 or higher, and Memphis has also been hitting the over on the road. With both teams on opposing ends of the pace spectrum but struggling defensively, this game should reach or exceed the projected total. Final call. Take Memphis to cover the spread and the over at 226 points. Expect a fast-paced, high-scoring game where the Grizzlies capitalize on Philadelphia's defensive gaps to secure a decisive road win. Cleveland Cavaliers vs. Milwaukee Bucks. Game breakdown and predictions. The Cleveland Cavaliers and Milwaukee Bucks face off in a matchup where recent trends and team dynamics favor the Cavs, especially given the Bucks' ongoing struggles without Chris Middleton. Last season's head-to-head series between these division rivals was evenly matched, each team winning both SU straight up and ATS against the spread in home and away games. However, this season, the Bucks' defense appears shaky, and they've been unable to fill the gap left by Middleton, making it difficult for Giannis Antetokounmpo to carry the team alone. Meanwhile, Cleveland's depth and teamwork have been key to their success. They've shown they can handle the challenges of back-to-back games, as demonstrated last weekend when they defeated Detroit on Friday and Washington on Saturday. With contributions from multiple players, Cleveland's offense is balanced and consistent, creating matchup issues for Milwaukee's aging and vulnerable defense. Prediction 1. Cleveland plus 3.5 points. With Cleveland's recent form and Milwaukee's defensive issues, the Cavaliers are well-positioned to cover the plus 3.5 spread. Cleveland's consistency and ball movement give them an edge, especially against a Milwaukee team struggling for defensive cohesion. Prediction 2. Under 231 points. In 4 meetings last season, these teams averaged a combined 228.5 points, with the under hitting in 3 of those games. Given Cleveland's back-to-back schedule, they may play at a more controlled pace, and Milwaukee's offense has been inconsistent, averaging only 111 points per game. With the under hitting in 4 of their last 5 meetings, expect another low-scoring battle here. Final call. Take Cleveland plus 3.5 and the under at 231 points. This matchup leans in favor of the Cavaliers' depth and teamwork against Milwaukee's struggling defense, making Cleveland a solid choice to cover, while the total score likely stays below 231. Golden State Warriors vs. Houston Rockets. Game breakdown and predictions. With Stephen Curry sidelined due to an ankle injury, the Golden State Warriors face the Houston Rockets in what's expected to be a low-scoring defensive battle. Despite Curry's absence, the Warriors have shown resilience, winning both games without him and putting up an average of 114 points. The Warriors' recent play without their star offers optimism, and with a +6 spread, Golden State looks like a solid choice to keep the game close. On the other hand, Houston's offense has struggled, ranking 21st in offensive efficiency and 23rd in points per game with just 110.6. Their three-point shooting has been underwhelming as well, hitting only 33.7% from deep. This lack of firepower makes it unlikely that they'll build a substantial lead, especially against a battle-tested Warriors squad. Prediction 1. Golden State Warriors +6. With Houston's offense failing to establish a strong rhythm, Golden State has a good chance to cover the +6 spread. Even without Curry, the Warriors' collective scoring and experience should allow them to remain competitive in this matchup. Prediction 2. Under 216.5 points. This game has all the makings of a slower-paced, defensive struggle. Both teams are outside the top 10 in pace, and Houston's 9th-ranked defense is allowing only 106 points per game. With Curry out, the Warriors may struggle to reach their typical scoring levels, while the Rockets' offense isn't dynamic enough to push the total above 216.5 points. Given these factors, the under is a strong play. Final call. Take Golden State +6 and the under at 216.5 points. With Houston's limited offensive output and the Warriors playing at a steady pace, this game is primed for a low-scoring, competitive affair in Houston.